7-point lead for Delaware. Stolen away by Pinker. Just an errant pass, no doubt on that one.
Yeah, careless turnover by Barry. He cannot afford to do that, especially in these scoring droughts. Taking care of the ball is the most critical.
It's not emergency time. However, the Cougars, down 7, have to play some defense, some stops, and then also have to get good shots again. Keep going to Baru if they can.
Holden lost it out of bounds, but Delaware's going to keep it. So it'll be Blue Hens basketball when we come back. College of Charleston 2 for their last 9, but still hanging in there, down by 7 with 7:51 left to go.
Sure to join the Cougars and Chicken Chicken after the game for post-game on the patio. Chicken Chicken is your home for chicken, sports, craft beer, and delivery.
Now neither team on fire right now. College of Charleston 2 for their last 9. Delaware just 1 for their last 5. But the Blue Hens on top by 7. Don't forget to join Coach Grant and the men's basketball team at the Kickin' Chicken after home games this season for our post-game on the patio event. Now the weather has not been the greatest of the last couple of home games, so that will probably not be on the patio again tonight. We're going to move inside where it's a little bit warmer. But again, our thanks to the Kickin' Chicken, proud sponsor of College of Charleston basketball. Post-game on the patio at the Kickin' Chicken on King Street, just right across the street here from TD Arena. All right, again, you know, it's amazing, Coach Kress, how little stats can mean big things. And I'm not sure the last time I saw this, Delaware, only 7:51 left in the game. Delaware's only turned it over twice the entire night.
My hat is off to this young team, the way they're handling the ball, controlling it, playing a measured game. There was an open 3 by Pinkard, and 7 of their shots made have been behind the arc. So 21 points of their 46 are from behind 3. Charleston has to take that away. Delaware with 16 fouls. The next one is the bonus for the College of Charleston. So go inside.
Baru misses the shot, but draws the foul. I'm telling you, every time the Cougars go down low, something good has happened. Watch this one again.
This is the play where they screen across for Baru. He always likes that left block as we face the basket with him. There he draws the foul, and now key foul shots coming up again. Only 3 team fouls for Charleston, 7 now for the Blue Hens.
Again, Coach, I don't understand why he's choosing the fadeaway when he's finding success with the power hook. You know, I've always been a believer in you got to prove to me you can stop it before I change up.
I agree, and he misses the first one of his 2 foul shots. So kind of crucial time here for the Cougars. 7:27 left at home. Need a win.
Must win for both teams. So as this game draws up,
big
rebound.
Gilmore with the putback.
Very alert play. Delaware did not check out on the foul shot missed by Baru, and Gilmore alertly puts it into a 2-point play for the Cougars on both of Baru's misses.
And the freshman from Greensboro, North Carolina, is now 4 for 4 tonight. 7 minutes left to play. Hayes on the kick out. Pinkard, no good. Baru in a battle. Cam Johnson comes up with it. Here comes the college. Make it 5 for 5 for Donovan Gilmore.
I like Barry driving to the baseline, taking his time, surveying the action, and finding Gilmore open for the wide open 2-point shot from 15 feet.
Delaware calls a timeout as the College of Charleston on a 6-0 run. Canyon Barry stuck, finds Donovan, and again the freshman now 5 for 5. Here comes Charleston. Delaware just a 3-point lead, 46-43. Now it's College of Charleston on a 6-0 run to get right back in this one. Delaware with a 3-point lead, 46-43 with 6:37 left to play. How about Donovan Gilmore, guys, the freshman from Greensboro?
He's been 5 for 5. He's got that sweet shot from 15 feet. Did the alley-oop play. Freshman to freshman Johnson to Gilmore. Great drive by Barry. Freezes the defense. Gives Gilmore the open look from 15 feet. Now we're also very interested to see Maurice Jeffers and when he'll come back in, Danny, with the 4 fouls. Pete Gillen, who coached Providence of Virginia, said, don't be the richest guy in the cemetery, which means sometimes you have to play when you have to play, spend your money when you have to spend your money. He might come in pretty soon.
Yeah, about the 5-minute mark is usually when you see guys come in at that point.
Powell Anderson, strong move in the lane. Carter with the rebound, foul on the College.
Another offensive rebound. Charleston just giving them these little easies. I mean, when they started the game, they got a little lead by limiting them to 1 shot, just 1 shot. Now Delaware starting to get 2 shots, 3 shots at the rim. Charleston can't afford for them to do that.
That's the 4th team foul for Delaware. Again, Delaware has 17 fouls.
Big offensive rebound. Casman Hayes, no good. And now a foul on Delaware, I believe. Now they are going to say it's on Charleston.
Yes, it is against Delaware.
Oh, it is going to go against Delaware.
Very fortunate for the Cougars. There was King Davis on the miss. Then Casman Hayes comes up with the rebound. Monty Ross wanted a foul. And then they got a push off against Delaware underneath, and Ross doesn't like it as Barry goes to the foul line. Cougars very fortunate not to be down more than 3.
Yeah, that's a shot he's not going to miss too often. That close to the rim, it kind of lipped out on him, kind of an unlucky thing. But Charleston has to take advantage. There's a chance to get back to 1. They need to take it, buckle down, and stop giving second or third shots at the rim.
Now they want to know if the foul was against Barry. Monty Ross came over and said, make sure you have the right foul shooter on the stripe. So they're going to look at the foul by Delaware and who they fouled.
They initially, I thought, said the foul was on 11, which would be Devon Pinkert for Delaware.
And if Barry is the foul shooter also,
right.
I think that is more what Ross is looking for, because Barry is a good foul shooter, 73%.
We'll take a look look at it again on the monitors. Delaware 1-13 on the season. They've got a 3-point lead here on the road. And we'll look at the entire play again.
Yeah, look at this. That's just too easy of a shot. That's just getting lucky right there. That's not just getting out hustled. Yeah, there's going to be Barry at the line.
Yes,
I think they
yes.
called it with a push in the back.
Yeah, I think it was King Davis going over the back of Barry from what I saw, Jeff, to put Barry on the foul. And we'll look at it one more time. We're going to bring it back. See the miss by Hayes.
Now watch here. Here's where you need to start watching.
Here's the Hayes miss.
Ooh. Yeah, that's... I don't know if I honestly saw a whole lot.
King Davis miss, rims around. The loose ball rebound by Casman Hayes. The miss by Hayes, and then Barry checking out, and I believe getting pushed by King Davis. But Barry looks like the person I thought who got fouled.
Watching everything happen, I think Coach Ross wanted this to happen so he could talk to the refs about that call. You know, that kind of worked in his favor to work the refs a little bit.
Canyon misses the front end of the 1-and-1. A rebound comes down to Delaware, and so if you're a Blue Hens fan, you're thinking, well, that's just a serve right there. I did not see a push-off.
Not much of all the action that's been going down there all game.
Kyle Anderson, a big three-pointer for Delaware as they take a 6-point lead.
That was deep. You have to lock and chase, though. Barry was a split second late, and you can't let a three-point shooter get any distance or space.
And worse yet, Coach, it's a 5-point swing. Instead of being down 1, now they're down 6.
Good point. Donovan Gilmore, first miss. Nice tip out by Baru. Barry can't hit the runner. King Davis with the rebound.
Good drive by Barry, high percentage shot. Spun out.
Donovan Gilmore had been perfect. He has 10 points, his first miss. Still a 6-point lead here for the Blue Hens. Holden throws it up, no good, but a foul on Charleston.
That's a good move by Holden. That's what he does. He kind of jigs some jobs and get in the middle of that paint, causing havoc. And, you know, bigs hate that coming. Bigs always tell the guards, keep him out of the paint. You're going to get me in trouble. So Cam Johnson has to move his feet and keep him out of there.
Holden can search for contact with the best of them. This freshman is going to be a terrific player in his 4-year stay at Delaware.
He's so good by Holden.
He's so poised, too. When you see every play he makes with his pass, free throw, shot, he seems to be under control. You don't see that typically from a freshman. So Coach Grant's staff's going to have to look at this guy for the next 3-4 years, and he's going to be a tough opponent.
Don't forget, for all of our CFC highlights, you can follow us on Twitter at CFC Sports. And all the highlights from this one coming up for you right after the game. Big miss perhaps on the free throw line for Delaware. Just a 7-point lead now with 5 minutes left to play. All of these going to be critical. Speaking of free throws, Delaware 4 for 9. Cougars 2 for 7 from the free throw line. Critical misses on both ends. Three-pointer spins out. Anderson with the rebound.
Great checking out by Delaware. Forced the outside shot again with 18 fouls. You want Charleston to shoot from the outside, not go inside on drives or post dishes. So good defense by Delaware and good finish to the missed shot.
Nice pass underneath to King Davis. Got one-on-one against Baru. Banks it in. Back to a 9-point Delaware lead, which ties their largest.
And Delaware's defense has shifted back to almost a retreat defense. They're going to keep it out of the paint. You can tell they're sinking in and forcing Charleston to take outside shots. They can't get caught up in doing what the defense is dictating.
Baru again with that big drop step in the lane. Can't convert, but yet draws another foul. Now he's got to start making these free throws. Just 1 for 4 so far from the free throw line at 56% of the season.
Just good power basketball. Barry bounce passes it in. Baru 2 dribbles, strong move, kind of going to the basket and draws the foul.
The advantage for Charleston is right now in the situation that the team fouls are high, so you can extend the game. If you're down a little bit, you can score without the clock running out. So that's going to be an advantage for them. But the other side of that, they have to make the free throws.
4:02 left to play in the game. Charleston down by 9. And the Blue Hens just 1 of 13 on the season, trying to get back on track.
Charleston has had their defense in their hip pocket all season long. Talk about a very important 4 minutes and 2 seconds. The defense has to make stops, maybe create. They don't turn it over, Delaware, so I don't think you're going to see any transition for the Cougars off turnovers. However, some rebounds, Danny, and then also half-court offense, go inside or drive it. Inside, then outside for the open threes. We'll take that.
And to me, it's all about handling pressure. Both teams, this is a must-win. So it's about handling that pressure going down the stretch in these games, how you deal with it.
Just saw our graphic. Don't forget to join us on January 21st for our White Out Wilmington event. Make sure you wear your white. That'll be January 21st, 7:30. First 1,000 students in attendance will get white CFC t-shirts.
It was the first air ball I've seen in a while this season, Danny, and Brew just did not get it to the 10.
Swishes the second, makes it an 8-point lead, and Coach Earl Grant wants a timeout here for the Cougars.
He knows the urgency, Jeff and Danny. He knows what has to happen now on defense and how strong and tough and smart you have to play. Stop the shots, get the rebounds, and then need some scores.
Charleston down by 8 with 4:02 left to play. Cougars have lost 7 straight, and again, Delaware 1 and 13. So both these teams really desperately trying to get back on track here tonight.
Something you might see here that I've seen Coach Grant do in the last few games is maybe change the defense here. You know, don't come out in the man-to-man when Delaware's aware of it. Maybe a full court press drop to a zone, something like that, kind of to throw the timing off. If they're playing in timing, try to get something to kind of throw a wrinkle in.
Monty Ross, we see his huddle there. He's 9 years now at Delaware and a really fine coach. He was an assistant at Lehigh, Drexel, coached with Phil Martelli as an assistant at St. Joe's. In fact, Phil Martelli's son is now an assistant coach here at Delaware. Years back, Delaware had a great head coach, Mike Bray, who did a great job at Delaware, is now the head coach at Notre Dame. So they've got tradition at Delaware, and this league is tough, Jeff. Cougars played in the Southern Conference, but they've hit a jump in level of play. The physicality of this league is much tougher than what they saw in the Southern Conference. Danny, you might attest to that.
Anytime the Cougars win this season, you'll win with Papa John's. Take 50% off any internet purchase using the promo code CougarsWin, and only on papajohns.com after any win this season, home or away, by the Cougars. They've got some work to do to try and pull out this one at home, down by 8 as Earl Grant draws up a play.
It's exactly what I talk about. Just throwing a wrinkle, trying to change the rhythm of the game. Just a little full court pressure, hopefully get Delaware on their heels.
Now Delaware calls a timeout, having a tough time getting it up court.
Here's the rule that I hate. There are only 3 seconds left on the 10-second clock. But now, if you call a timeout, you get a new 10 seconds from the sideline. I wish they would change that rule, Jeff. If the Cougars work that hard to have 7 seconds elapse, how can a timeout give you another 10?
We'll have to get Nate Ross on that.
Oh, no, he'll take it to the top. But you're right, Coach. It's almost like you're punishing the defense for doing their job. If I put you in a hole, then there should be, a play that can get you out of it just by calling timeout. That's just not fair to the defense.
Here's a look at the early standings in the CAA. Hofstra, who just came in here and picked up a big win on the road against Charleston on Thursday night, 3-0. Northeastern and William & Mary both 3-1. How about Elon, first year in the CAA, off to a 2-1 start. Wilmington at 2-1, followed by James Madison, Drexel, Towson. And you see Charleston and Delaware still looking for that elusive first conference win of the year. Rogers just going to bring it across the timeline himself. Nearly slipped that pivot foot. Good defense by Charleston, trying to wreak havoc on Delaware here, bringing it across the timeline.
Will Delaware, this young team, have the poise and patience to make it pay off as they have so far in these first 36 minutes? There's an errant turnover. Helps the Cougars.
3.5 minutes left to play. Shealy drives. Short off the glass. Donovan Gilmore right there. 6 for 7 on the night. Knocks it in.
He has a nose for the ball. Every time the ball's around, it seems like Donovan Gilmore is somewhere in the vicinity making a play.
Again, Delaware had a 6-point lead at Wilmington Thursday with just 42 seconds and couldn't hang on. We'll see if the Cougars can force some havoc here in these last 3 minutes.
Holden short on the shot, but a foul on Charleston. And free throws for the freshman Corey Holden when we come back. Just 3:01 left to play here from downtown Charleston. It's Delaware with a 6-point lead on the road. Delaware on top by 6 with 3:01 left to play in the game. And one of the reasons why Delaware's got this lead, Coach Kress, is this guy right here, number 13.
The all-time three-point leader in Delaware history makes it 2 there, but here he goes for a bank 3 from top, then curls around the screen, catch and shoot. He's fantastic. He has 5 of 7 from three-point land so far. A tremendous performance so far for the senior.
Kyle Anderson made 85 three-pointers last year for Delaware in that terrific championship run they had. How about that championship game last year in the CAA tournament? Just knocking off William & Mary by 1 point, sending William & Mary home empty again, as the Tribe still one of just 5 original NCAA teams not to make the NCAA tournament.
William & Mary was up 1 point with 20 seconds to go in that game in the Baltimore Auditorium, and Delaware got it into Carl Baptiste, their big center, who scored a big play, and then Marcus Thornton missed a 3 to win the game to send Delaware to the big dance, the NCAA tournament. Key foul shots coming up here. The Delaware team, a 66.9 foul shooting team for the season.
Had struggled from the free throw line today, just 4 for their first 9, but that one is good.
Holden, a 70.5% foul shooter.
Holden makes them both 2 big free throws. So the lead back to 8 now with under 3 minutes to play. Delaware's only win this season came on December 30th against St. Bonaventure. Not a bad team out of the A-10. Joe Cheeley, sneaky move underneath.
Great drive by Cheeley. He just kept his head up. Little stop and go action, and he got it to the basket in 2. Cuts it to 6. A stop real important on this possession.
Here's Anderson. 19 points on the night. Foul on Baru. He fouls King Davis. The other end, let's look at this move again by Joe Cheeley. He's so sneaky, isn't he? A little hesitation.
He beautifully navigated the floor. Almost put a chicken wing out
Yeah,
there
got
for a
away
little offensive foul. Might have got
away with a little
one.
hook there, but you know.
But we'll take it if you're Cougar fans.
Well, we have the replays. They don't get them live action.
Lee with the rebound. Delaware 50% from the free throw line here tonight, 6 of 12. Well, you hear the fans as it has reached a different level of intensity all of a sudden here. Cougars really slowing things down offensively again. Cheeley just going one-on-one, kicks it out to Barry.
Great poise by Cheeley. He didn't rush, and he penetrated. He scored last time. This time, he finds Canyon Barry, who had a great catch and shoot. Here's Cheeley again. Hit his target. Great release by Barry. Really ready to shoot the rock.
Yeah, I don't think the offense gets stagnant. I think Joe Cheeley's taken it upon himself to start making plays toward the end of the game. He's the one guy we've seen over the past 2 seasons that can do that.
Well, we were just talking about this in our game against Hofstra. The game last year against UNC Charlotte here inside TV Arena. Joe Cheeley and his aggressiveness that ended up Even though it was Willis Hall who hit the game winner, it was Joe Cheeley who facilitated that.
He made a three-point play against Charlotte here. Then he drove the baseline to hit Willis Hall for the game-winning shot. Against Charlotte this year, he had 30 points on the road, including 7 for 9 three-point shots. So he can make it happen. He's the leader, Danny. He has to facilitate and look to drive, pass, or get it inside.
And I want to look to see him do it on a consistent basis, not just this night, that night, but every game, because he's the one guy that can. And I'm sitting beside one of the great strategists in Coach Kress, but Coach Kress would even tell you, players make plays. Sometimes you have to stray from the offense and do it, and that's what Joe Cheeley, sometimes he has to do that, take it upon himself, be the point guard, and make the plays for his team.
I used to have Anthony Johnson run the C play. Give it to Anthony Johnson and see what he can get.
I think Bobby Kerman said that play too for Andrew Galbach. And Johnson all over Corey Holden.
Don't have to foul yet. Force a perimeter shot if possible. Holden has just made 2 foul shots, so you don't want to put him on the line on this possession.
Freshman on freshman. Underneath King Davis for Delaware.
Can't give that up. Can't give that up at this point of the game. Cannot give an uncontested dunk.
Pass. Watch this one again.
Holden getting double teamed some. Finds King Davis. Cougars no really awareness of where Davis was on the baseline. Caught him by surprise.
Had to be some type of form of miscommunication right there. I doubt they meant to leave a guy on the baseline, a big guy with an open dunk. Charleston has to bear down and really focus in this last minute and a half.
Just 91 seconds left to play. Delaware looking for just their 2nd win all year. Again, their only win of the season so far, December 30th. A 5-point lead on the road. For the Cougars, we've mentioned how important this game is for them because they have 5 of their next 6 on the road coming up.
Yeah, and it doesn't get easy on the road. You know, home is where you're most comfortable. Out there on the road, you're kind of by yourself, so you have to insulate yourself. So Charleston's got to try to find a way to steal this one. This is an important game for both teams.
Kyle Anderson with 19 points, Gilmore with 12, 6 for 7 from the field for Gilmore. 3 points, so the shots 8 for Delaware. Been a big difference.
Cam Johnson, no good for 3. King Davis with the rebound. And now a tie-up, jump ball, possession arrow, points in favor of Delaware.
Good job by Barry by not giving up in the play, sticking his nose in there.
The miss by Cameron Johnson. King Davis had it for a second, but Barry alertly came from behind and got all ball for the tie-up. Now they're taking Sheely to the sideline. The referee saying that he might have a little injury or maybe some blood on his hand as the trainer for now, Charleston, comes out on the baseline to tend to Cheely, who gets a Band-Aid and a quick wrap, and he's back in action. They'll now negate this timeout.
Chris Horschel, Director of Sports Medicine here at the College of Charleston. A little tape on there. Well, Chris does a really good job here for the Cougars. Had his work cut out for him the last couple of years with injuries.
And both coaches take advantage of this time where it's down right now to talk to their team. You know, while he's over there getting fixed, they're getting their strategies together. They're bringing their team in and getting ready. So hopefully Charleston can put them in a bad position right here by setting their defense.
Don't necessarily have to foul yet. There's still a minute and 18 seconds on the clock. Can try for some steals or disruption.
Asman Hayes has it blocked by Canyon, gets it back. And a whistle.
Monty Ross wanted a foul. There was no foul on the drive on the baseline, but they stopped the clock. Here we are. Hayes, Barry chases him down, obviously gets all ball. Cougars can't come up with the rebound though. Delaware will inbound from the sideline. 26 seconds on the shot clock.
71 seconds left in the game. 5-point lead for Delaware. Holding the freshman. 15 seconds on the shot clock.
He's going to play good defense without fouling right now. This deep into the shot clock.
Holden into the lane, fouled by Cam Johnson.
With 7 seconds on the shot clock, so they played 28 seconds of defense without fouling and then wind up hitting Holden on the drive. Really hurts without a stop, stopping the clock and putting Delaware on the foul line for a 1-on-1.
Yeah, when you're on the offensive side, that's exactly what you want to have. Take the clock all the way down and get 2 points. On defense, you're trying to hurry up, rush them, get a steal, a turnover, something, but you don't want to foul that deep into the shot clock. That's the last thing you want to do.
Holden's been good from the foul line, Jeff.
Yeah. 6 of 8 tonight. Make it 7 of 9. How about this? Not only is he 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight, but the other night against UNC Wilmington, he was 15 of 16 from the free throw line.
Nice young player. He's going to be really good by his senior year for Delaware.
Just a freshman from Salisbury, Maryland. Makes them both. He's 8 for 10.
Now you need quick offense. You need points, not necessarily threes, but you need points quickly.
Really working the baseline. Nowhere to go. Leaves it for Canyon.
Got to get a shot up.
Three-pointer by Joe Keeley.
Clock stops on field goals made in the last minute. The Cougars down 4, full court pressure. Probably have to foul. That's a good foul. They didn't foul Holden. They fouled a young player, Eric Carter. Here's the shot by Cheeley. Needed this. A must shot to keep the Cougars in this ball game.
Really bailed them out. They used too much time to get a attempt up that time. Chile did bail them out with a 3 right there. So they fouled the right guy. At first, I didn't think Aru was going to foul, but they need to foul the big guy when they have not let it get back to Holden.
Carter, 54% for the season. The guy to foul.
I'm with you, Danny. I don't think they're going to foul him either. That's definitely the guy to foul. Gilmore with the rebound. Still time left. Down by 4, 30 seconds. Chile gets fouled.
And it's the double bonus, so Chile will get 2 free ones, and he stops the clock, which is so important.
That's right, and so right now the staff, I'm sure, is telling their players who's the guy to go after for fouls right now. Carter just missed one. He probably is going to be the target. You know, as a player, that's what there's my guy right there. That's the one I'm going to get.
They have someone on the sideline there waiting to come in. I bet it's a sub for Carter.
And coach calls it.
3-point game.
Corbett replaces Carter.
Yeah, Corbett much better. He's 26 for 30 from the free throw line this season. Chile gets them both. It's a 2-point game. Coach Kress, you talked about it a couple of times, but just the other night, on Thursday night, Delaware had a 6-point lead at Wilmington and ended up losing it in the final 30 seconds.
We'll see if they can keep their poise. They foul right away, and they're going to put King Davis on the line, who's not a good foul shooter either. He's 55.6 for the season, so smart fouls on the last 2 occasions.
That's right, you're looking for the guy, and King Davis will be the guy according to the percentages. The next step for Pierre, though, sometimes when you know it's the guy, you tell the ref, I'm going to get him, so the clock doesn't take you, save as much time as you possibly can.
That's the 10th team foul for Charleston, though, so it's a little easier going with double bonus and knowing you're going to get 2 shots and not having to make the first for the seconds.
Danny, would you really do that? Would you go up to the official and say, hey, I'm going to foul this guy?
Absolutely. As a player, when there was a guy I knew, I'd look at the ref and I'd say, I'm going to get him. So that way the clock doesn't tick down. As soon as I hit him, foul call, no time clicks off the clock. Time is important.
Gets them both. And again, the lead is up to 4.
Again, Charleston doesn't necessarily need a 3 right here. A quick 2 will suffice.
Gotta go quick. Joe Chile, the sophomore. Drives. Scores. 18.5 seconds left. It's a 2-point game. Near steal. Hayes back on the other end. And Canyon fouls Casman Hayes. He's a 65% free throw shooter, so things working out as far as the guys that they want on the line, about as good as they can possibly get right now for Charleston.
Chile drove just beautifully, and I thought there was almost contact on his shot. Here he drives, Well, 21 came over. Maybe a good no call.
Yeah.
Last part of the game, you don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to call that.
End it on a possible no foul call.
Yeah, maybe.
2 shots again, double bonus.
Hayes' first free throw attempt of the night. Gets the friendly roll. Monte Ross and his squad trying to get back on track here tonight. Timeout call by Charleston as they're down by 3. And there you see just 12.8 seconds left in the game.
If this goes in, it's a 2-possession game, and it becomes real tough for the Cougars. It stays a 1-possession game, a little easier.
You're still at 13 seconds. I still feel like you can get a quick 2. People don't realize that's a ton of time with timeouts and fouls. So you look for your best option right here. If Joe can do that again, you're still looking to have 7 seconds on the clock roundabout. So they still have an opportunity.
Charleston has now 1 timeout. Also Delaware 1 timeout. Possession arrow favors the Cougars.
Charleston has hit 5 of their last 6 field goals. Still down by 3, and again a big free throw coming up for Casman Hayes.
They've had quite the sense of urgency in trying to score the ball. You almost want to see them do that earlier in the game. You know, don't get yourself in this hole and then decide now I want to turn it up. You have to turn it up for 40 minutes.
Delaware does not have any offensive players on the foul line area. They don't want to commit a lane violation. Smart play by Coach Monte Ross.
Oh, the sophomore Casman Hayes hits 2 big ones. No substitution as Jaworski Corbett now comes back in on the defensive end. 13 seconds left. Down by 4. Chile, a lot of contact. Shot is no good. A rebound to Delaware. And Baru fouls Corbett, who again is a good free throw shooter. He's 26 for 30 on the season, and Delaware can put it away right here.
Coach Grant wanted some contact on Chile's drive. It was 50-50.
Right. But Carter made a smart play right there. He got the rebound and was hot potato with that thing. He got it in his hands quick to Corbett because he knew he was going to be fouled immediately.
Jai Baru with his 5th foul, so he's out of the game. 4 seconds left. Jaworski Corbett, freshman from Tampa. And with one more, he can just about put a lid on this one as Delaware will be just 4 seconds away from winning just their 2nd game of the year. 6-point lead. Cam Johnson. In and out, and Delaware just 1-13 coming into this one, picks up their first win since December 30th. Monte Ross and the Blue Hens on the road win it by 6, 64-58. Coach Kress, quickly some final thoughts from you on this one as the